kaiju fans, welcome back to the Kaiju World Order. My name is MM, and this is going to be a cool news update. Godzilla Battleline has introduced new versions of Destoroyah and Biollante, known as Biollante Harvest Form and Destoroyah Draconic Body Form. These are updated forms for these monsters, specifically for Godzilla Battleline, and each introduces some new aspects to these characters that we have never seen before. First off, we have Biollante Harvest Form. This is taking the traditional Biollante, the plant beast form, and just making it even better and more Godzilla-like. It is far bigger, has more tusks, including a secondary Godzilla mouth in its traditional Biollante mouth, sort of like a xenomorph jaw from Alien. Additionally, this Godzilla head is able to fire an atomic ray. We don't know if this Biollante is going to still have the same acidic sap spray as the original, but we do know it also has the tendrils and the little tentacles and everything that it can use to ensnare its victims. This design looks outstanding and I love it. I hope to see more of. The second is the Draconic Ghidorah Destoroyah, whose origin is just some of the Destoroyah larvae, which is what they're calling like the microscopic forms, found the remains of Mecha King Ghidorah, or what was left of them, in the ocean, and just used the Ghidorah DNA to form a body that is more Ghidorah-like than Godzilla-like, which was what the perfect form was based on. This is a really cool concept. It's been talked about before for years that perhaps Destoroyah's so-called perfect form might not be its final evolution, and it could really take on different forms depending on what it gets for DNA and what it decides to make a body out of. This means that there could be a lot of cool stories that they could do with Destoroyah in comics and everything. I doubt they'll ever do it, but say Destoroyah human-sized humanoid versions. You could have a Destoroyah that takes on the body shape of, say, another monster like Anguirus or something as an intermediate form. There's a lot of cool stuff that they've now opened the door to for Destoroyah that maybe IDW could also do. Or hell, I'd just be happy to see either one of these pop up in the comics in general. And I don't want to just leave this video there because that's all I could really say about these two new versions. I can't wait to use them and they look awesome. So instead, I just want to look back at some other things that I think could pop up in Godzilla Battleline, considering the previous units they've introduced, like the poster art Mechagodzilla, which they did say is a big reason that they went and made this new Biollante and Destoroyah. So just with that in mind, just thinking about some other things, I could definitely see them doing a cross promotion with Godziburst and introducing the Blizzard Godzilla and the Gatling Gigan. I'm actually surprised the Gatling Gigan wasn't added yet. Seems to be the biggest, most popular like OC version of Gigan for the Godziburst toy line. I'm not going to clog this up with a bunch of begging for Godzilla the series and Hanna-Barbera and Marvel and Dark Horse and everything, but I would love to see Crystallic and Obsidious come back from Godzilla Unleashed. 2027 is the 20th anniversary of Unleashed, and while these two are kind of a hit and miss among fans, just seeing them back again for Battleline could be pretty interesting and also just a neat little throwback to Unleashed. And if we get those two, maybe the trading battle kaiju like Vagnosaurus and Jiramaru, I'm probably mispronouncing that, and Bulk Zardan and a couple others. There's a lot there. I believe there was 6 original monsters for trading battle. I've actually never played that game, unfortunately. And then there are 2 other specific video game monsters that I could actually see be brought back for Battleline, specifically because of how they debuted back in the day. And that is the Godzilla Generations Max Impact's original MGR2 and SMG2. These are just enhanced versions of Mechagodzilla and Moguera that were unique to that game. And they have pretty unique looks and designs, and a lot of fans actually do remember them. So, yeah, I could definitely see them coming back. And then finally, just from some of the Japanese mangas, the King Godzilla, which is the Godzilla with Batra wings and Ghidorah for arms, and then can have Biollante's head like burst out of its chest, xenomorph style. And that thing goes in the same comic, or not comic, but manga as the Sea Baragon and the Flying Ibera. I'd be surprised if we'd see them, but hey, I definitely would not complain whatsoever. Or even if we don't see any of these things and they just keep doing more like evolved versions of kaiju that we've already seen. Or hell, maybe we'll see some mecha versions of other monsters, specifically like that Tokyo SOS sequel quote-unquote concept art that showed like Mecha Kumonga and Mecha Gorosaurus and the Mecha Gargantuas and everything like that. There's a lot of really, I don't want to say bottom of the barrel, but super obscure stuff they could do if they really like that poster Mechagodzilla. Keep digging, because there's even more. And folks, until next time, peace out, and Minya, take it away.
Philip says you should like and subscribe.